Prairie Scraps Chalkin on Facebook and then on YouTube for just Prairie Scraps. I also have a business page and I'm on Instagram, TikTok. TikTok is Prairie Scraps Chalkin. You'll find me at either of those places. But anyway, today I've been out for a little bit, so I appreciate you coming in. If you're coming in, say hey. That helps me get to the top. I'm just going to move you down. I've got a board. I'm going to put you down a little bit. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and I'm going to be showing you one of our new products that just came out. And get this out of my way, but this is the one that we're going to use. It says welcome to our nest, and it's got a little nest down there and some eggs. And guess what? If you've been watching me over on Facebook, you know that I was missing my Couture Teal chalk and papaya. I was missing two colors that I was wanting. I found them. They were underneath my chair. I'm in an 1953 Airstream camper. It is my little place to kind of hide out and do chalking and crafting, and I have lots and lots of craft stuff all over the place. So anyway, so one place, it's my therapy place. It's my therapy place. So I'm really excited about that. And but anyway, this is my Aiden board that I received with my kit, and you can see I actually like this, and I'm really bad. I'm really habitual as far as putting decorations in my house. I'll put a decoration up, and then I don't know about you, put down below, do you change out your decor a lot, or do you kind of just leave it for years and years and years? I tend to be the years and years and years. So when I first got my kit last April, I went ahead and made this family a little bit of crazy, a little bit of loud, and a whole lot of love. I absolutely love this. It is very much about our family, and I'm going to try to see, I don't know if I can turn it around on, no, that's not what I want. I want to turn it around. I'm going to have to do some little research to make sure I can turn it around on YouTube. I don't know. I finally figured it out on Facebook. So here we are. Anyway, I did this a while ago. I love the saying. I think it fits us well. We're very crazy. We're very loud. Whole lot of love. You know, it is us. But I'm going out on an edge today. I'm going to change it out. I kind of like this welcome to our nest. I thought I would change it out. It'll be a little more springy. I don't know about you guys, but I am ready for spring. So turn this up a little bit. I guess that didn't help you any. So looking at this shirt, I have like 3 shirts like this where they have like sayings and stuff. One says coffee, one's Paris. I don't even remember what the other one is. But anyway, I noticed that when I wear this, because I like to wear it's a little bit more dressy for piano lesson days, and today I'm doing piano lessons instead of Tuesday because we had wrestling. But anyway, I have noticed that when I wear this, kids like really stare at my chest. So I don't know, is that bad? Should I be like this? So anyway, I chalked this before, and this board is reusable. So I'm just gonna spritz it with some water here, kind of get it rubbed in. Basically, this will stay on without, if you don't ever put any water in on it, this will stay on here like forever. So I'm just trying to reactivate this chalk. I'm kind of spreading it out so it's all over. And I'm just going to let it sit. And so this is the Aiden board. It comes with the kit to be a designer when you pay the $99. So this is one of the surfaces. It's a fabulous surface. I even have it like right behind here with good things are going to happen. And this one I use for my demos. So this one I've changed out several times. I really like this saying right now. But when I go to vendor events, I use that for a demo, and I let people, you know, we just keep washing it and getting ready and everything like that. So anyway, I thought today we would wash this off. I'm going out on an edge. I have this transfer, so that's the funny thing. I have the transfer. If I want to change it back, I can change it back if I need to be back to habit, right? So I keep telling myself that, and whoop, it's not, it's coming off a little bit, but not a ton. But anyway, I'm just silly about direct decorations. I need to like get out of my comfort zone a little bit with that, I think. So anyway, I'm just letting this kind of sit on there. Basically, like I have chalked a mailbox right outside my door. It's getting snow, it's getting rain, it's had sleet, it's had every kind of weather. Kids have touched it. It does not come off. Basically, even scratching it would not take it off unless you really sat and worked at it like with a screwdriver or something really sharp or a scraper or something. But if you were to start working on it, it will eventually reactivate it. As long as you don't touch it, it's not going to come off. So if you're ever worried about trying to seal your surfaces, I usually do actually seal my surfaces that I use for my, excuse me, craft fairs, when I sell at my craft fairs. But you can see, like, I've had this on for a few minutes here, and it's still, it's not even, it's coming, you know, like, it'll smear, but it's not, it is not coming off at all. So, but never fear, this is a reusable frame. It is also magnetic, so if you ever wanted to make things, or we maybe do that at a later idea, and then just stick a magnet on the back, and you can totally, I don't know, I'm just not getting this off. This has really been on since last April. So that if that tells you anything about this particular transfer, that's how long I've had it on. I just love this transfer. And so, but I decided, you know what? I totally own this transfer. So if I change my mind on this one, I'm not going to have any regrets. I can always go back and put one back on. So, anyway, so lots of things going on. We had a brand new launch on the 8th of our new catalog. Very exciting. This is in the new catalog. You can get this. Welcome to our nest. It's like a 4-part transfer. And I guess since we're waiting for this to kind of activate here, I might as well take it out and start cutting it up so you don't have to watch that in another step. But we also have a great promotion this month for our club membership. We have a club, a craft club, where you can subscribe monthly, and in the mail you will get a B-size transfer. And this month the transfer, it's going so fast, you want to sign up right away. It says take the long way home, find joy in the journey. And you can use any of these parts. There's a little bike. I actually have some plans for trying to make a little camper on there instead of a bike. So stay tuned, get on my Facebook, you know, watch when I do the lives. If you are joining me later or watching this back on the replay, go ahead, put hashtag replay. But if you'd like more information about our club, that's the club transfer. You will get 3 chalk singles with that transfer for $19.99, and that includes the shipping, which, you know, nowadays shipping is outrageous. They're probably losing money even on the shipping. So I'm just cutting this apart right now, just cutting at the slit lines. You could also cut apart with the backing because you do want to maintain the backing. But for myself, I like to keep them in one piece now. I used to always cut them apart in parts. Sometimes if it's a really big one and I can cut it apart, I might cut it in half. So it fits into my file folders a little better, my art folders. But I like to keep them together because then I know if I'm missing a part or something, if I dropped it. I go from my camper to in the house to wash all my transfers, and so sometimes I lose them. So let's see if this is coming off. You guys, this is really stuck on there. I might have to like actually, we also have a board eraser. Oh boy. Where'd I go with my board? Oh, it's hiding, it's hidden. We have this board eraser, and this helps take off any residue too. I love these board erasers. I use them when I clean the transfers too. So now it's starting to come off, but so you could tell, like, if you're worried about having to seal your transfers, you know, like that they're gonna come off or anything, boy, I'm telling you, you don't really have to worry about it. Like, it's pretty, unless you're scratching at it. But, you know, there are some surfaces, like the outdoor ones, I like to seal for sure, just because I don't want the wood to actually rot away on me. But clearly, this chalk paste is not going to rot away at all. It's pretty stuck on there. This was just plain. It was a done in one. one and done. It was so nice. I just laid it down, did it all white, and then pulled the transfer. I didn't have to do any fancy things, and that's what I like, nice and easy. I like the simple look of it with the white. So we're getting it. It's coming off. It is coming off. I use these board erasers. They're pretty inexpensive. I think it's like a 2-pack for like $2 or something, $2 or $3. I don't know. They're not too expensive. So let me know if you want the information on getting the frame and the board eraser and then this new transfer. Just let me know down below. Just say information. Also, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and you can check out my website. I will put a link up in the description later on, so come back, take a look at that. Or I'm not as good at like trying to get a hold of people on YouTube. So anyway, there we go. I'm gonna have to take that in the house too and get that cleaned, because that's pretty. I might need some. It's coming off. It's coming off. Sorry we're so jiggly. It is a camper. So it is like when I move, the camper moves. You ever slept in a camper? Like right now, it's kind of it's pretty windy, so I feel the wind in here too. Just gonna give myself a little more water. I just love this about the chalk paste, that it's so easy to get off. That you can reuse it, you know, change your mind, do whatever you need to. You could kind of see some whispering on here, and that board eraser is what's going to do that. It's going to take it off. So unfortunately, I don't have like a sink. I do have a sink, but there's no water on it because it's winter, and I don't want water. This board eraser takes off that kind of whisper of your transfer. So it does take a little bit of elbow grease to get this off. Uh-oh, I hear children. Let's see. We had to change things up in our homeschooling. If you homeschool, put homeschool down below. I love to hear other people that homeschool. And for whatever reason, Facebook, I will go back and answer any questions you have. Facebook is just not showing comments right now, and I'm sorry about that. It's not that I don't want to answer or say hey, but do say hey to me. That helps me get to the top. That helps me get better, better hits and stuff wherever we are. So make comments, subscribe, say hello. Whoops, I used the dirty side. That was dirty. Just trying to get off this whisper, and I think, I don't know. It does come off eventually. Hopefully it'll come off. Like I said, I've had it on a really long time. So I'm going to do a little bit more elbow greasing on this to try to get it off. I think over time it'll just look fine. I think it'll be just fine. It's not etched. It's just, there's no like edges on it whatsoever. It's just, you know, it's been on there since April because I can't decide to change anything. So, all right, so I'm going to show you this. It does have a little, you can see a little bit of a whisper, but I think as it dries, it's going to be just fine. I'm going to use one of my baby wipes, I think, just to firmly clean this up a little bit more. A Lysol wipe would work as well. I just use baby because it's like softer. I get the sensitive kind because my hands are so sensitive. Do you have sensitive hands? And the more crafting I do, the worse it gets, I think. Okay, so we've got that cleaned off. Like I said, I think it's going to disappear. I don't think it's going to stay. We'll see. I'll have to go back to my family one if it doesn't go away, right? Don't know who that is. So, busy weekend again. We're going up to Coeur d'Alene, which is about 3 or 4 hours, 4 hours, I would say, closer to 4 hours by the time you... we're going to Coeur d'Alene this weekend for wrestling. I don't want this wet. I put it down. Oops. So make sure it's dry here. Get it nice and dry. I don't think it would hurt it. I just don't want my chalk paste to... I'm going to put this right here in the center. See if we can get centered here. I'm still... I don't know. I'll keep you posted. Okay, so this one, because it's a multiple part transfer, do you see these little stars up here? Those are alignment ones. And so we'll chalk those little things up there because we want to make sure that we can line up the eggs in the right place, the eggs. So this one is going to be, I'm going to use some bark chalk paste, and I'm going to just give this a mix. My bark is it's fine on the inside, but my outside is kind of getting dried up. I'm really bad about cleaning up my paste. Sometimes I use them up so fast I don't have time. But this is the bark chalk paste. It's water soluble. It's washable. Your kids can use it, and I'm just going to use that to go ahead and scrape it on like butter, right? And I'm just going to use those marks. We'll wash those off at the end. Those will help us line up those eggs in the right place. Hopefully I can see them. Sometimes I'm blind. Oops. And thankfully this is chalk paste. It's washable. It's not ink. It will come off because I just schmooged on the edge of my transfer. And then anything I don't use, I just go ahead and put it back into the jar. This is so easy peasy. If you can butter toast, you can do this. And what fun it is. Like, you can just go and have a little relaxing time, chalking, pasting, doing some fun crafting. I find it, especially if it's easy peasy to do, I find it relaxing. What about you? Is crafting fun and relaxing? So, oh, I was kind of, I don't know if I finished, I could tell stories around stories, right? I was starting to tell you a little bit about the club. The club membership is $19.99. You get 3 of that transfer that I showed you. Take the long way home. That's this month's transfer. Every month you get one, as well as 3 singles packets of paste, which, trust me, it's bigger than singles. We're just going to peel this to reveal it, and I'm going to set that aside, and I'll take it in the house and just wash it with a board eraser as well as warm water. That's how I'm going to erase it. So can you see, like, I'm going to show you the little markings above the nest. Can you see that? That's how I'm going to line up the eggs. So I'm going to leave this a minute. Get those brown. And I want to get this nice and dry before I do something else. But anyway, that club, and this month, the big deal with it, I was saying, we have all new products, new catalog that just launched on the 8th, 2 days ago on Tuesday. And I'm so excited because we have some Try Me kits that came out, some great little craft kits. You can buy everything you need to do a whole entire project. It's so awesome. I like to do them. I'm quite the crafter, but I feel like I have to have every single one of those kits on hand because I love, love, love them. But anyway, when you sign up for our club this month, you will also, in addition to getting your club transfer and your 3 pastes, you will also get 5 free transfers from past club memberships. These club transfers, oops, I did the wrong side. There's a microfiber side and then there's a towel side. And I'm trying to fuzz it just so it doesn't stick so hard to my surface. I want it to come off, but I don't want the transfer to release onto it. Okay, I'm trying to kind of get this on here without going over the other ones. Okay, so we just put this down. You don't want any bubbles or anything on it. Need to find me some white paste. So this month only, you'll get like 5 transfers. for free when you sign up for the club. So it's such an awesome deal. They aren't even giving it to designers. We get it if we sign up so many club members. So it does take some work to get it. I'm going to use this. This is the small, looks kind of dirty. I don't want to get stuff in it. This is the bright white. This is probably the most common chalk paste we have. And again, I'm just spreading it on like butter. It can be sloppy. It can be any which way. I usually try to go in the same direction, but it doesn't have to be. Just depends. It is washable, so if you make a mistake, you can erase it or fix it by using a little Q-tip with water on it if you want to take it off, just to fix it. But I'm telling you, it is so easy peasy. So anyway, this is a good time to become a club member. If you want information on being in my club, just put club down below. I'll send you a link. There's no obligation. You can go on there, watch the videos, see what it's all about. And if you sign up in my club this month, you will get 5 free transfers, which is an amazing deal. So amazing. Such an amazing deal. You just won't find that deal at all. I think I'm going to use, all right, we'll see. Peel to reveal. See how that looks. Oh, it looks amazing. And of course, I covered up my little brown marks, but I wanted to give, and then I'm just going to set this aside and wash it in the sink with warm water and that board eraser that I used to erase the board. Same thing. Run it under both sides. Okay, so there we go. Is that cute? Cute, cute, cute. And you can kind of see like my little brown hashtags are, one's right next to the S, between the S and the T, and one actually is under this T. So it kind of got buried under there. Oops, and I did a little goobering. I don't know why. This has been like the cough. I have been sick since, like, it's been, I think I'm on my 7th week. I'm not really sick. I just have this cough that's been going on and on. I think I never did any COVID tests because I get charged for them. So anyway, I didn't want to have the charge, so I didn't get a test. And I've had some of the kids tested and nobody's tested positive. So we haven't had COVID that I'm aware, but this has been a really bad cough and headaches. It has all the symptoms. So who knows? Who knows, right? I did get a little schmeary there. All right, I'm going to dry it before I get too crazy with it. I want it to dry because I don't want to pull it off. Also, sometimes when you let it dry, if you have things to fix and you just use one of our tools to scrape it, it will come right off. So easy. Or I could just go ahead and wash it off and start over if I don't like it, right? Okay. I think that's getting nice and good and dry. The nice thing about this board is it really does dry quickly. All right, back to our fuzzing cloth. Get my eggs fuzzed. And I was trying to think, try to get this lined up a little. I'm not always great because I can't see very well, but so I kind of know the general area. I can't really see that brown. Well, I guess I can a little bit. But I can also see the branches like actually line up underneath those eggs. So that's how I'm lining it up. All right, here we go. And I'm wondering, I actually think I might like to do kind of a mix. I think I found my teal, my couture teal, and I'm kind of wanting to go in my kitchen. I thought I saw a piece of hair in there. Wanting to go in my kitchen with like more neutrals and then a pop of teal is what I want to do. So I think I'm going to use teal on the eggs, but I might, I'm just going to put some down on here. You can do this too and just bring it across. But I think just to make it look more realistic, I might do some of it white. Does that make sense? So I'm going to do kind of a marbling ish look. I've got a lot in here, so I'm going to put it back into my jar. But I do want to get coverage, and I do want to have a little bit kind of in the middle here, a little bit extra of the teal to keep it wet, give it a little bit for mixing. And we're going to set this aside, and I'm going to come back to that bright white, I think, and mix that in just to give it a little dimension. Does that make sense? I'm getting really brave here now. Really brave. Where did I put my lid? Okay, so that was Couture Teal, one of my favorite colors. I use it a ton. I am on my second jar in my lifetime. I've been doing this so I'm just gonna put a little bit of this white in the middle here, kind of down the middle. It is very bright and stark, I would say, comparatively. Try not to get that teal back into my white pot. But what I'm gonna do, and not too much. All right, oops, there's the teal right into my pot. Not really a pot, but jar. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside before I make too big of a mess. And then I'm just gonna take my finger in the middle and mix it in a little bit. I don't want too white. I actually kind of want the teal, and it doesn't really matter. This is like a kind of a sloppy mess here. It's more, what do they call it? The technique that this is ombre. That's what it is, ombre. It wasn't coming to me for a minute there. I'm just kind of mixing it in, and we'll see how that looks. And of course, I've got it on my finger, but this time it was intentional, right? Intentional. Usually I'm messy unintentionally. Ooh, I like it. It actually looks a little bit Easter eggy. A shimmer in there would have been really pretty. Really pretty. Okay. What do you think? What do you think? I could always do the eggs on some watercolor and do some watercoloring with it, with the watered down, and just make it that way and put it on there and make it more 3D. Or, I could change it, but it just gives me a little bit. I think the teal would have been too much, just too much. Now, I need to try to get that brown little hash mark out of there without taking out my S&T. Wish me luck, right? Because I'm kind of a messy crafter this way. And I don't have a lot of patience. If you've ever watched me, you know that I don't have a ton of patience for waiting for things to dry. I'm always like on the go. So I'm just doing a little touch up. I did smear that when I turned that board around. So I'm just kind of scraping away at it, and it just kind of comes off. It scrapes off really nice. Okay, and then I'm going to scrape this one because it's barely coming out from the tea. I'm just really being a perfectionist about this right now. All right, there we go. Welcome to our nest. And then there was this little like greens. What do you think about that green? I'm trying to decide, do I need it? What do you think? Okay, so there it is. That part is all done. I don't know. I've seen some people use this like to kind of build up down here. It has like berries on it, or this might be nice actually. That is still wet. I'm getting my fingers into it. This way? I don't know. I think it's too much. I'm scared. Do I put it on for a little more dimension? I saw somebody that did green. But it looks like little berries. I don't know. It does look like little berries. See, the thing that'll bother me is that it's not going to be even. Maybe I'll use some of that bark. What do you think? Bark? Come back to the bark. We're going full circle today. All the colors. Aren't we? Just put some out here. I guess I could have done green. Put some there. Okay. I don't know. Then put one up here. I like things to be even. But then I don't know. Well, it's not permanent. If I don't like it, I can always change, right? I can always just wash it off. If it's not my favorite, I can always change. I don't know. I maybe could have used some green on that instead of using the brown. We'll see. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Not too bad, you guys. I'm pretty excited about that. That actually makes me excited. Let me show you just a minute. Sorry, get this paste. Shut up before I make it. All right, I have to stop there though. Look it. Isn't that nice? I actually kind of like it. I think if I did green, it would have been too much. And maybe I should have done green eggs. Maybe the teal is too much. You tell me, would you rather see green eggs? I guess that would be a more accurate color. Right now, it kind of looks like an Easter egg, doesn't it? Easter eggs, but oh well. It makes me think of spring. It puts a little bit of my teal color in without being too overpowering, I think. I kind of like the green nest. It kind of looks like a nest material up around my welcome, and I like it evened out like that. So I think it worked out good. Let me know what you think. You know, hey, it's not for everyone probably, but I'd love to hear what you think. Make sure that you comment, subscribe, let me know. All those things help me out. Let me know if you want the club or if you would like to become a designer for $99 and get this surface along with lots of other transfers and lots of fun to be done. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. I'll be happy to get you the links and talk to you about that. And it's no obligation. Even if you just get it to get the information, I'd love to talk to you about it. And we will talk to you soon, and keep on crafting.